for my design today, I'm using two colors. We're going to have half of the batter will be pink and the other half will be white. And because I know two of these pitchers makes like one full batch, I just fill up one pitcher and I'm going to add some pre-mixed rose clay and pink Brazilian clay that I had. And then I'm just going to mix that. I had mixed 1.5 tablespoons of rose clay and combined with pink Brazilian clay to about 1.5 tablespoons of canola oil, and I had just mixed those clays until there were no clumps left, and then when I added it to the soap batter, it's going to turn the shade of pink that I had wanted. If you wanted a darker pink, you could add more clays, or if you even wanted a lighter pink, you could add less clays. So once I'm done pouring the pink portion of the soap, I'm going to let that sit because I need to let it firm up just a little bit before I do the other design. So while we wait, I went ahead and mixed a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan rhubarb root powder into about 1/3 cup of soap batter. This soap batter was unscented too. I only scent things as I go for working in larger batches. So then I just mix that up. And then I'm going to set that aside and use it later on when I'm decorating the top. It was taking quite a while for my soap to firm up, so I'm pre-mixing or getting the next layer ready. I'm mixing a tablespoon of poppy seeds into what's left, and each half is about 6 pounds. So there's 6 pounds of soap still left in that bucket, and 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds will go a long way. And now that there's the tool I'm using, I'm going to be scraping along the soap top there, trying to make ridges. And later on we're going to be cutting the soap into lobes and then slices. So you need to make sure that you're cutting your soap the right way so that the ridges will show up. And you'll see that when I cut the soap. The soap scraper I had gotten from Chas at Wild Plantanica. Now I'm going to do just a simple charcoal pencil line. I like to use, you could use like a tea strainer or a little mini strainer like I have here. I prefer to add a little less charcoal than go a little heavy-handed because I find the charcoal can create a lot of drag marks if you put too much. So now that the charcoal pencil line is done, I went ahead and mixed in the essential oils for this, the poppy seed portion of the soap batter. And I'm pouring it against a spatula to help not break the soap batter below it and to help it not damage that layer, and so it all goes on smoothly. I'm trying to be a cleaner soap maker and not so messy, so I'm actually wiping the sides of my mold. And then using the Himalayan rhubarb root and soap batter from before, I'm just going to drop little dots on the top. Now using a skewer, I just slightly swipe through the circle one time, and I wipe off the skewer after each swipe, because if you don't do that, you're going to end up with spades and not necessarily hearts. Both are pretty, but this was a custom order request for a Valentine soap, so I was really trying to go for hearts. And this was pretty tedious, but it was fun. The soap and let it gel, and 18 hours later it's ready to cut. So I'm cutting the long ways I'm cutting my slab into 4 loaves right now. And you won't be seeing the edges or the ridges on this cut because I'm going with the soap scraper. And now that all the 4 loaves are cut, I'm just going to slice each loaf into my soap bars. And so now you can see I'm cutting against the ridge so you can actually see the ridge.